Hi, this is Lisa from Low Cooking Rubber Stamp. One more tutorial for you before we head into Georgia next week. I'm traveling a lot, so when I want to make a card, I always looking for something fast, easy, but look good. So today I'm going to show you a masking technique. It's unique and I am sure you are going to enjoy. Let's start it. I'm going to show you how to create this beautiful card with this awesome background with this winter looking. So those two are exactly the same card but the different color. It looks totally different. How did I do that? I'm going to show you step by step. So we are going to use our Cardinal stamp set and the matching die set, and also we are going to use the Blue Jay stamps and die. You can use different stamp and die, anything you like. Like I say, in my tutorial, I'm just giving you an idea, show you a technique. You can try it, make any card you like. So the material is, I really like this kind of impact, because one impact they come with 5 different shading, and so especially when you need to travel, you don't really have to bring a lot. They come all in one. So but you don't have to use exactly the same thing I use. Any dye base, even pigment, they will work just fine, but I prefer dye base because they dry fast. So I have just a few different colors here. Versamark, we're going to have a Versamark black embossing powder, clear embossing powder, ruler, craft knife, tweezer, some small dauber, and some large dauber, and the stylus. So basic craft tool. We're going to use a masking tape and regular packing tape. I'm going to show you a technique that is really useful to create your own masking tape, and you can use again. Okay, if you haven't got a chance to check a Low Cooking Rubber Stamp online tutorial, you got to check it out. Click the DVD library. We have more than almost 60 tutorial online. When you see any card you like, you click the card, bring to YouTube. It just show you step by step how to make the card. We have this stamp set matching die. With all matching die, you can make a 3D card. It's very easy. But in this tutorial, I am not targeting on how to make a 3-card, the die cut, but you should check our other tutorial, is awesome. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you some kind of masking technique with our die cut. So we are going to use the regular masking tape. Try to find the masking tape is a little bit wider one. Green, blue doesn't matter. I think they do come with maybe 4 inches or 3 inches for sure. So try to get at least 1.5 or 2 inches. The wider, the better. So you are going to put the masking tape on the piece of acrylic. This is the plate that I use for the big shot makeup bar or color bar. Just a piece regular acrylic plate, and put it for a few pieces on top, and then we are going to cover it with regular packing tape. So if your masking tape, when you tape is vertical, and when you want to put your packing tape, you are going to try to put it horizontal, and then you're going to cut it. There is a reason for that, so just make sure you follow it. You can overlapping a little bit, that's okay. Okay, so just make sure that I put the packing tape on top of the my masking tape. So if you, I think one layer is actually pretty good. Try to make as smooth as you can. Okay, so this is what's look like. Okay, a little bit bubble is okay, but after you put your packing tape, try to push through, make it smooth, like that. The reason I put the packing tape is because the masking tape is kind of paper, so once when it's wet, they're easy falling apart. So I put the packing tape on top to reinforce my masking tape, because this technique you can use again. Okay, then we are going to use a craft knife And then we are going to just cut directly on the acrylic plate. Try to make a rectangle. We are create a sheet of the masking tape. Okay, so after you cut with a craft knife, you are going to remove the extra pieces and then to make a very nice clean rectangle shape, and then you can try to peel off first. Okay, actually we're going to peel off on the different direction, that way they all stick together. If you peel off on this side, it's just the way we put the tape, so they may be falling apart. So try to peel off on against it. So this is your masking sheet. Okay, so we're going to put that on the piece of acrylic plate. We're going to put our die cut on top. Okay, so now we are going to put our die cut on top, and then we are going to run through the machine. So the die cut is very strong. They can cut through the tin can, so you they won't have a problem to cut through the masking tape. I mean the masking tape plus a sheet of packing tape. So make sure you just run to the machine a few times, and if you are not sure, we don't want to move, right? So you can just use the one more extra the masking tape. Just make sure place your die at that spot. So after you run to the machine, just run through a few times, rotate it, and make sure it's completely cut before you peel off your masking tape. Okay, so this is what it look like after I cut through, run through the machine. We are going to remove your die cut, and then we are going to peel off. Okay, try to be careful to peel off, and then you don't have to worry about that because we put that piece, we put a thin layer of the packing tape, so they kind of reinforce your masking tape so they won't break. Just gently take your time. So this is your negative part, the one have a hole, and this is your positive part. So, and then next we are going to move to, so what I did is I already did the black embossing. Okay, so we are if you don't like a black embossing, you don't have to do it. You can just do the black image. But I use a black embossing and with a heat gun. If you don't know how to do it, check our other tutorial. And now we are going to place our masking tape back to the. It's just like put the guiding window around your image before you die cut it. And because it's a masking tape, you can easily move around. So if you place it the wrong spot, just pick it up and then put it back. So when you put your masking tape on top of your image, don't try to press your masking tape. So just make sure try to start from 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, okay? And then just gently push a little bit here, and then 3 o'clock, and that will be 9 o'clock, like this. So local king rubber stamp or die cut is pretty close to the image. And then when you make sure that your masking tape is around this your stamped image, and then you can push around it. Okay. So if your masking tape is a little bit smaller than your paper, just make sure you're masking on the cover everywhere. Okay, that's good. And then we are going to grab back our positive part. Now we are going to pick up. Okay, the small part. And try to cover this part. Let's put it a little bit close here. Okay, so it's like a play with a puzzle. Okay, so it's a good idea to have a tweezer. We are going to cover this big place. You can so this technique is not good for very detailed die. Like we have a train die set. I don't think you want to do that. It's going to take a too much time to put those small pieces back. So take a look at your image before you plan your project. So this one, we just try to do the best we can. Okay, like these. Like these. Okay, so now I have created masking sheets to cover my background. We are going to color it now. So color, if you have been watching my tutorial, you know I'm the person really don't like spend a lot of time coloring. I like a coffee marker, but I really take too long to coloring. So this is what I come out with. It's very easy and fast technique. So we're going to do, this is a Cardinal, so we're going to do kind of like an orange or reddish color. So I have this nice color, it's called the Desert Heat, and then we're going to have a few daubers. Okay, so always make sure you have a few large dauber, small dauber, and a few different colors. Okay, try to keep it one dauber, one color. That way your dauber will last a long time. Always start with a lighter color. That's your foundation colors. I use a big one. I just gently circle around. Okay, don't push too hard. That's my foundation color. And then we're going to use a small dauber. Pick up the darker orange. And then just circle around. Okay. And then we're going to do a little bit darker red. Just give a little bit touch up. A little bit on the tail. Okay. So this is how I color my image. But you don't have to tell your friend. Tell your friend you always spend like 2 hours to color it. Because it looks like that you spend 2 hours. Okay, I think that's pretty much, that's what my Cardinal look like. But if you want to add more, feel free to do that. But let's just add a little bit more red just on the one side. Okay, and then we're going to use the brown. This is a Cappuccino Delight. So there is a few nice brown color. I am going to use my small dauber. Just color the green, or what you're gonna do is, if you like green, we can use this fresh green. Just pick a little bit green color, do the branch. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, let's put this one away, and then we're going to move to the next step. Okay, before we move on to the next step, I'm going to use Kleenex, kind of just wipe off a little bit extra ink that I'm setting on my masking tape before I move to the next step. Also, it's a good idea, you're going to use your napkin, really push that masking tape, make sure it's really nice stick on your cardstock. And now we are going to use, we're going to have our clear embossing ready. We are going to have our Versamark ready. So before I peel off my masking tape, I'm going to seal my image. What is the best way to seal this? That will be Versamark with clear embossing. So we are going to use the Versamark, and we are going to just squeeze or impact, just tap. Okay, tap, 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 tap. Okay, tap the whole bird. Okay, and then if you can, try to use your Kleenex, kind of wipe off that Versamark on your masking tape, because when we tap, instead the whole paper, they pick up the Versamark. So when we put the powder on top here, it's going to stick some color, which is okay, we can clean it, but it's just one extra step, make your later job much easier. So now we are going to put a clear embossing on top, and then we're going to do these. So a lot of embossing powder. Okay, like this, and then we're going to we are going to remove your masking tape before we heat up. The reason is because I put the I put a layer of a packing tape on top of that green masking tape. So the packing tape is a plastic, it won't take a heat. So if we don't remove or masking tape, and we are going to start to heating it, the packing tape is going to melt. So that way later on we can't use this masking tape anymore. So we're gonna save our masking tape, and I'm going to show you how. So it's very easy to peel off your masking tape, and then you are going to put it back to your acrylic plate, and then you can just brush off those extra the extra powder. You can do that later. And then also I am going to use my tweezer to pick up this part too. Okay, so just make sure you pick up that part. After I pick up all the masking tape, I am going to use our heat gun to heat up, to heat setting that clear embossing powder. Okay, now my Cardinal is sealed with a clear embossing powder. That means now my Cardinal is waterproof. We are going to working on the background now. So for the background, you have too many choices, any color you like. So you can do the reddish color or this winter looking color. So I am going to use this green and the blue and purple color for my background. So I'm going to grab my impact bag, just a little bit green color, a little bit purple color, and a little blue color. Always use a big dauber for your foundation color, and always remember start with a light color. Make sure your clear coat is dry before you start coloring. So pick a little bit lighter color, okay, and drawing a little circle here and there. Okay, always start with a lighter color. If it's not enough, we add more. Don't try to add too dark because we won't be able to change it if it's too dark. Okay, dark, a little bit light blue, and then I'm going to do a little bit green. So just to find the gap. That's a little bit green, and then we can use a little bit darker purple. Just find the spot. Okay, be careful, not too dark. And then you can try any color you like, and then you can use different kind of birdie you like. Okay, let's just do a little bit darker green. Okay, like this. I think that looks pretty cool already, and that's put my impact away. Okay, now because we have a clear coat on top of a Cardinal, right? So when I apply the color on top, and then the dye-based impact, they are not permanent impact, so they will not stick on this clear coat. So we're going to use a wet cloth, just wipe off the color when we use the dauber, so that way the Cardinal will pop out like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then how did I do this white snow flake? This is oh, I forgot to mention, is the bridge. So you are going to use two brushes, and then use one, not too much. Okay, just pick up some bridge, and then you just gently tap, and then you will see something happen. Okay, see the snowflake is happening? Gentle. That's it. Let me make a little bit closer to you. See the snowflake? I think this tutorial is very pretty and is pretty fast. It won't cost you too much time. So give it a try on the flowers, on the bird, different color, different kind of spaces, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So I think this is the last tutorial I'm posting. I'm going to create in February. No, sorry, the end of January. We won't have any more tutorial because we are heading to Georgia and the Clearwater for the show. If you like my tutorial, please share with your friend. We're a small company. We really like the people know us. So your support will help us to work harder and harder. So this is today's tutorial. I hope you like it. Give it a try and see you next time.